Certified salute. We in the house. Family, when you try to play in front of foundational Black Americans like everything is good and everything is sweet, it tends to go in the wrong direction. You can get anybody you want to try to vote for you, but you still ain't gonna get these foundational Black American reparations, because guess what? Don't none of them speak for us, but foundational Black Americans always get it in. So it's our time to go to work. Regulators, mount up.
Everybody knows that all the people don't have liberties, all the people don't have freedom, all the people don't have justice, and all the people don't have power, so that means none of us do.
Off top, certified salute to the whole foundational Black American family tree. We in here. We in the house. Let's go to work, family. Regulators, mount up. Chicago, regulating. Miami, regulating. New Rochelle, regulating. I see you. North Carolina, regulating. I see you again, fam. VA is regulating. I already know what time it is. I believe, family, we got the whole Midwest in here. The Midwest got to stand up because the Midwest is straight up certified. There it goes. Chicago, St. Louis. I told y'all, regulators in the building. Florida, regulating. Let's go to work, fam. Another Baltimore, 504 Louisiana. What's happening, baby? I see Maryland, 702, Brooklyn, Fresno, another Brooklyn, Mississippi's in the building, Philly's in the building, H-Town, I see you, Detroit, I see you, another Philly, 215, another Brooklyn in here, Bed-Stuy again, I see the 803, the DMV, yes indeed, we in here repping for the 309, Alabama's in here, Kansas City's in here, another Philly, I see Myrtle Beach is in the building, oh, it's about to go down, y'all know Pittsburgh representing, y'all know Fresno representing, y'all know the whole SC representing, Memphis 901, you see Toledo, Ohio, that'd be the 419, KC Mo, Detroit be the 313, and I got all my certifieds with me. And we are all Black American made. Yes, not African, not Haitian, not Jamaican, none of that, y'all. All about us right here, right now, and we breaking down the play. Let's go to work, family, as we always do, on the hottest channel on the planet, with the hottest chat on the planet, with the best lineage on the planet. So, fam, that seemed like a hell of a lot of number ones to me, family. That sounds like a hell of a lot of domination, and I love it, family. Wouldn't place nothing above it. Listen, these people thought they was going to come over here, and they was going to lay reefs, and they was going to talk about how our ancestors are their ancestors. They thought that America was going to fall suit. They thought FBA was going to go with it. You ain't heard the news? It's foundational Black Americans, not African Americans. No. Not people of color. No. Black and brown? Hell no. It's foundational Black Americans all day. Let me tell you what foundational Black Americans mean. That means we founded America. That means we are the foundation of America. That means nothing comes before us in America. And that also means we will run your ass out of America. And if you look, family, it's all facts, no lies detected. These people thought they were going to come over here and they was going to just hijack our foundational Black American reparations. But what they finding out in the process, family, that ain't so goddamn easy to do when the certifieds pull up. But guess what, y'all? Do you know the Africans are running around here now celebrating getting a resolution passed? Do y'all know that? Oh, they all on social media, family. I know personally. They was writing me saying, hee Black Alpha. We finally got reparations. You niggas get nothing. Fam, they think they won. They think they got something, family. They ain't getting nothing. Fam, they can have some foo-foo and a smile and shut the hell up. Or they can have Jollof in a bamboo stick and shut the hell up. But I promise you, shutting the hell up will be the number one thing. Check your screen. Family, they out here telling us that they've won and we need to thank them. And he also says for us not to come back to Africa. Who gonna tell them? We ain't never been. Let's go to work.
Yeah, to every African American watching this video, to all the African Americans, wherever you are, you guys are going too far. You guys should stop the concerts and stop the disrespect. You are disrespecting the Ghanaian president and you are giving to Africa in general. And you guys shouldn't let us come for you guys. We don't care about your America or your African America or wherever you are. We don't give a damn. We know what most of you are going through there. Most of you are homeless and jobless. We know what the Ghana president went to do. If you guys wanted to do it, nobody stopped you from going to do it. And you know you could never do anything as such. You guys are going to where? Before somebody seeks for a reparation, do you know the power that has to be behind that person? Or do you think you guys could have gone and seek for something? Did somebody stop you guys?
Fam, can I get some 100s in the chat? If you can smell this man through the internet, if you can smell the lack of deodorant through Wi-Fi, through the signals, through the power lines, over the ocean, let me get some 100 in the chat, because damn it, I can smell this dude. And never trust the dude with 15 different hairlines, but ain't none of them lined up straight. Back to Mr. Fufu.
And then you want to use this. We don't blame you guys. We blame these politicians. We blame them for giving citizenship and year of return. And if they don't come, no money. They shouldn't come. We have money here. Do you know what we have in Africa here? Don't come with your tourism. Don't come with your money. You are coming. Don't come. Don't come. If you won't come to Africa as an African American, don't come. Don't use this as an opportunity and we come to Africa and we buy land and we buy house and they thievery, they are thieves, they are this. No, from today, no, you all shouldn't come. The disrespect is too much. If you guys want to go and seek for reparation, go and seek for your reparation. What is your problems? And you are disrespecting the continent, disrespecting the Ghanaian president, and you want us to be quiet. We don't want to come for you guys, like we said. You are go back, do your jobs, go back, do your jobs. You are just shut up. We are better than you guys do. Now we are fixing. Yeah, to every African.
What the hell did Mr. Fufu just say? Family, I got a response from Mr. Fufu. And y'all get ready. Look at your screen, beautiful foundational Black Americans. There you go, everybody. There you go. Mr. Fufu, you done went through my whole damn screen. But guess what? We got some Febreze because you got some fleas. There you go, fam. That's how we starting it off. Let's go to work. Nobody who needs a quarter pound of Febreze can talk to me. And we in the building. Let me tell you something, family, how we do things over here on the certified side. We don't give a damn what Mr. Fufu got to say, Mr. Mutombo got to say, Mr. Jollof got to say. No, because all we're going to do is pull out our tether spray. And tether spray make the tethers go away, family. And you can get it today for $19.99. And they can get this work for free. Everybody can get it. Y'all see me? You already know. This is how we are, family. Foundational Black Americans been standing on business as foundational Black Americans. We ain't been bothering nobody, ain't worrying about nobody doing our damn thing. They try to force themselves on us. They try to force their ancestors on us. Don't you love your ancestors enough that you should stay by your own ancestors? Why are you worried about mine? Don't you love your homeland enough? Shouldn't you worry about your homeland? Why are you worrying about mine? You should worry about your own reparations. Why are you worried about mine? Because guess what, family? They done failed everywhere else. And they need us. They need us because they can't see us and they want to be us. But let me tell you how it's going to go down, fam. I'm going to give you a spoiler. Foundational Black Americans, we going to get to the bag. Foundational Black Americans, we going to get paid. You know why we going to get paid, family? Because Foundational Black Americans, we are on code. We are on the same page and we are stronger than ever. And we know where our reparations bag is at. It's in the land that we created. Y'all notice everything about this little Ghana reparations hustle they're trying to pull? Y'all notice none of them have said anything about building anything? What is our reparations about, family? It's about Black Americans building America during slavery. Oh, they seem to forget all of that. Why they need not talk to us, why they need to be quiet, why they need to shut the hell up is because when you talk about our reparations, fam, we talking about building the United States of America. They can't talk about building anything because, quite frankly, they haven't built nothing. Oh, they want reparations based on slavery. foundational Black Americans are going to get our reparations based on building this country and never being compensated for it. You see the difference, fam? You want to know what the royal flush is? I just gave it to you, fam. We built this thing. Cut the check. And then if you want to talk about building this thing, foundational Black Americans came back and we built it a second time. Yeah, because FBA built America twice. We built America the very, very first time. And then after we had a slave rebellion and freed ourselves, then we built it the next time with Reconstruction. I still haven't heard anything about them building nothing. Same way I haven't heard anything about them having Febreze. So if you haven't built anything, you don't have any Febreze, but you got a hell of a lot of flies and fleas, then you need to leave. Leave out of our country, because what we say goes, family. What we say goes. And the streets have been talking. And let me tell you what the streets have been saying, family. The streets have been saying that foundational Black Americans, we watching all the ops out there, fam. You knew where the bag was coming from, y'all. You knew what it was. And then foundational Black Americans have also been telling everybody that these people don't speak for us. Did y'all see Benjamin Trump? Did y'all see Benjamin Trump out there, fam? Benjamin Trump? Did you see him? He was out there trying to act like he talks on behalf of Black Americans. Black folks ain't rocking with this dude, never, not at all. Him nor Al Sharpton. And they don't like the fact that we know exactly who they are. And they also don't like the fact that America said no. Watch it, family.
In addition to its obvious legal problems, this resolution is also unclear as to who the recipients of reparatory justice would be. The drafters and supporters of this resolution seem to believe it is them. The United States strongly objects to the cynical usage of historical wrongs as a leverage point in an attempt to reallocate modern resources to people and nations who are distantly related to the historical victims. The United States would also like to express disappointment in the arbitrary historical perspective of the text. Trafficking in African slaves began long before the 15th century and sadly continued even after the 19th. These dates were clearly selected for political reasons rather than historical accuracy. All trafficking of enslaved Africans and racialized chattel enslavement of Africans deserve to be condemned, not merely the political expedient. Also, there are some fake news articles suggesting that the sponsors of this resolution called into question President Trump's support of the Black community. We reject any such suggestions. Indeed, President Trump has done more for Black Americans than any other president and enjoyed his...
Stop. Family, y'all notice how much they are talking about things that we've been talking about and they've been sliding it in? Your future of how we are going to get our reparations has went on this whole week. And listen carefully, y'all. You hearing people mimic delineation.
Also, there are some fake news articles suggesting that the sponsors of this resolution called into question President Trump's support of the Black community. We reject any such suggestions. Indeed, President Trump has done more for Black Americans than any other president and enjoyed historic support from the Black community in the 2024 election. He is working tirelessly to deliver for them and make our country greater than ever. Finally, we must express our deep disappointment regarding the process that led to this text. Throughout drafting, the United States and other delegations offer constructive contributions aimed at aligning the text with established international legal frameworks. These contributions were ignored. For these reasons, the United States will vote no on this resolution. Thank you. In addition to its obvious legal problems.
Let's break it all the way down, my certified FBA family tree. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Family, what you're seeing right here and what you saw right there is exactly what we've been talking about for the longest amount of time. When they pulled us out of that, they already knew that the Africans were going to come over here and try to tie themselves in with us. The Africans need foundational Black Americans for every damn thing. They're always trying to eat off of our plate. And this has been a play. We all exposed that this past summer. But what you're seeing now is the fact that we've been pulled out of this little shenanigans that they got going on. That leaves them nowhere. When foundational Black Americans are separate from these people and they're trying to tie themselves in with us politically, they will fail because you can't get anything popping without foundational Black Americans. So our power is in that damn mirror. Our power is exactly where it's at because we are Black American made, okay? Not African, all right? Nowhere, not the die-ass poor. We are right here, certified. So when you seen us, all of us, talking about how we're delineating, regulating, and separating, let me tell you what that did, y'all. Delineation put us in our own lane. Delineation separated us from everybody, which means you can't come over here and play them games with us. You can't say we're all one big African. Do y'all know we're the only people on the planet Earth that are tied in to a third world country? Matter of fact, we're the only people on the planet that are tied into a foreign country. Fam, you got Ukrainian Americans, but they're not seen as the Ukraine. They don't tie them into them, even though they just came here. Isn't it funny that you can go down to Mexico, right? And you can have illegal immigrants. They tell us that illegal immigrants are American, but foundational Black Americans, they try to say are African. We're the only people they try to tie this into. I told y'all a few weeks ago, fam, the only thing that can stop this era is them tying us in to these third world losers. All right, the ball and chain. We moving how we're moving, full speed, top drop back on the highway. That's got us winning. So they said, well, how can we tie these people into somebody to slow them down? They can't slow us down with all the domestic people. Hell no. They can only try to slow us down, tying us in to a bunch of people who can't get their stuff off the ground in the first place. So guess what we did through delineation? We done pulled that damn plug out the wall. Remember, y'all, when the plug is out the wall, they will all fall. And they falling one by one by one, and they all getting played in the process. Reparations has always been about us. Guess what else is? Tangibles, benefits, resources, walking down the damn street, going to the store, our ancestors, all of that belong right here. So anybody trying to play a game of anything otherwise is going to fall flat on their backs. And that's what's happening. The world is looking at what Africa just did, and the world is really laughing. Because let me go ahead and give y'all a little intel about a UN resolution. A UN resolution don't mean ish. Because you know why? It ain't law abiding. Yes. You know what it really is? Symbolic. It's a gesture. And guess what? The Africans was out there in the streets. They was dancing. Oh, they was dancing and prancing around, y'all. Oh, they thought they won something. Just to let people know, a UN resolution don't mean nothing. Fam, you know how many UN resolutions they have to stop this, that, and the other thing that people say, nope, we don't give a damn. Look at this right here. The UN has spoken. Recognition is not reparations. Okay, look at this one right here, family. Look at the votes, fam. This is it. Look at all the people out there. They out there making their little votes, placing their little votes with their little hope. Because like I said before, fam, what they really genuinely, sincerely want, they really want for foundational Black Americans to throw them a lifeline. Yes, I said it. They want to send us to go save them. And they keep getting no, and hell no. This was a victory for us. And I'm going to tell you why, fam. First off, shout out to the brothers and sisters in NYC that shut it down. I done seen little clips, fam, where they're trying to show the replay and you hear all the brothers and sisters in the back cussing them out. That's how you do it. That shows you the streets ain't rocking. But on top of that, family, brothers and sisters as a whole, we all out here saying hail to the gnaw because y'all ain't like us, fam. That done took the damn trophy and they watching us.
All seen that Ghana president in New York begging for reparations for the transatlantic slave trade. You know who else backed him? Al Sharpton and the Black Caucus. Listen to this.
Reverend Al Sharpton, thank you for joining us at the African Burial Grounds this morning. Thank you very much. Members of the Congressional Black Caucus are here. Let's recognize you. Thank you very much.
Check this out. Al Sharpton is a Cherokee. Look, they say that, his lineage is complex. Isn't all Black Americans' lineage complex? But one thing about it is 100% American lineage based, lineage rooted, right? And the Black Caucus, what are you doing advocating to give reparations to foreigners, to some immigrants like this? They're foreigners to me. The Black Caucus and the African Union is a match made in heaven because they absolutely do nothing for the people they represent. Look at Africa and the Africans in Africa is in shambles. And why y'all not in the UAE? Why y'all not asking the Arabs for reparations? Because they're dragging Africans like left and right. Look at Sudan. Look, the Arabs funded what's going on in Sudan. All those unalivings. Yeah. And they still selling Africans in the Middle East today. Why they not up there in the AE? I mean,
I'm going to tell you why they ain't out there. Because those aren't Black Americans. Family, how many times are we going to sit here and say, why ain't they? I'm going to tell you why they not. They not talking about none of that because none of that has a foundational Black American fingerprint on it. They chasing us. I told y'all, tethers are stalkers. They're predators, fam. They kidnappers. You think about all the things that you can attribute to a predator, fam, and I promise you, you will see those traits clearly in a tether, y'all. It has to have something to do with us, which means their sovereignty that they need and seek has to ride through FBA. And if we say hell to the no, we shut down their whole continent. Whole continent. You mean to tell me you fly all the way over here and jet fuel is not cheap to come over here and have a fake little reef land? Oh, by the way, did y'all know that Ghana right now, they are signing a defense pact with guess who? The European Union. Oh, there's a play here the whole time, fam. Let me tell you this on this broadcast today. It is going to be epic. I need you to share this, send this out to everybody you know, because we're going to do what we always do right here on the Black Alpha Network. We're going to be a cut above everybody else. We're going to take it up a notch today. And I'm going to show everybody how not only is foundational Black Americans winning, but I'm going to tell you how dominating of a fashion we're winning. And then I'm going to tell y'all how we're going to shut these people down politically. Fuck it. Let's just get to the point now. Family, what we're going to do as foundational Black Americans, and I promise you this, y'all, we're going to shut them down in a way that they never thought of. And the best way to do that, family, is Black Americans, we're going to start demanding reparations from Ghana. Because remember, Ghana participated in the slave trade. We got all the facts. Hold up. Shit, we ain't lying. We ain't lying, fam. Where you want to go with it? Where you want to go? You want to go there, family? You want to go there? Did they participate in the slave trade, brothers and sisters? Hell yeah, they did. Had they been selling folks for a long time? Hell yeah, they have. This ain't nothing new though, family. Yeah, I'm going to stay on their necks. Y'all know how we go. Smash the like button. You know. Oh, family, I got a very, very important person that's going to come and talk to us today. And we're going to devise a real plan. Because, you know, fam, let's be real. How long have foundational Black Americans been saying that Africans owe us reparations? Hasn't that always been a conversation? They don't want us to pull that one out. They don't want us, fam. Tethers, I know you listening right now. Because I know y'all tethers be little predators and y'all be stalking Black Alpha, okay? I know y'all be doing that. You don't want these problems. Because what we going to do, fam, we going to pull out what brothers and sisters been saying. I remember hearing about brothers and sisters in the 80s saying, we need to go ahead and get them to pay some damn reparations. Y'all remember Khalid Muhammad said the same thing? Remember that, fam? He said, y'all owe us. It's always been something that we talked about, but we ain't pulled that damn royal flush on the damn table. Fam, FBA, we got nothing but royal flushes. They can't see us. So now what we going to do, fam, we going to go ahead and say, y'all want to be a part of our reparations claim? You know the quickest way to sit their ass down? And I'm talking about shut it all down. The whole trip. They going to throw that goddamn jet in reverse. They going to fly back over to Africa when we pull out the royal flush right here today. And what we're going to do today, fam, we're going to go ahead and start it off now. There's a campaign for Black Americans where we want reparations from Ghana. Y'all owe us too. There you go, family. Just like Khalid Muhammad said, in the spirit of him, y'all owe us. Y'all cut the check, fam. Go ahead. Oh, you don't want to hear that, do you? No. You don't want to hear that. Because just like the guy was talking at the UN, the consulate that said no, y'all want to be a part of Black American reparations. But how can you be a part of Black American reparations when you were the person who was selling people to come all over the damn world? The slave trader cannot be the victim. The slave trader cannot be the innocent. Do y'all know when we demand reparations from them, when we start boycotting them until they take responsibility, if we do that now, they can never come back and say, well, we all the same, brother. No. See, fam, you got to understand, all the receipts about them selling Black folks, them selling Africans, them selling slaves, everybody knows it, but ain't nobody been saying it. Well, how I was raised, if you feel something, say it out loud. So I'm going to say it loud. Y'all owe the damn check too. And guess what happens, fam? If foundational Black Americans start saying, we want a paycheck, and reparations from Ghana for the 3% of us, maybe a little less than 3% of African slaves who came over here, then maybe Jamaica should do the same thing. How about this, fam? How about everybody starts focusing on getting reparations from Africa? Now it's time for Africa to atone. Now it's time for Africa to pay up. And you know what's going to happen, y'all? They're going to say, whoa. This reparations thing is a little much. I bet they won't come back to the UN. I bet they won't, because we going to make the block hot to when you come to the UN, you're going to be seen as that damn slave trader that you are. Oh, we got all the facts and receipts, fam. Y'all got them. I ain't even got some. Y'all got all the damn receipts. Brothers and sisters been sitting on this for a long time, y'all. Okay, so you want to tie yourself in to our reparations? Well, we're going to start demanding reparations from y'all. And if not, we're going to boycott every single thing that you got going. We can show up at all these Ghanaian different embassies all out there. We can record it, put it out there to thousands of people and let the whole world know you ain't getting in on foundational Black American reparations because you ain't a foundational Black American. And if you want to go to the UN to get our money, then we're going to let the whole world know that your ass owes us some money. And then watch how quick they turn on each other. Certified all the time. FBA don't play. They don't want no problems because we got all the smoke. Trust me. And that's what we're doing right now, family. We're going to stand on that type of business. So if they really want to play the game, family, we're going to play the game. We're going to take this all the way live, because that right there was an absolute farce. And that right there ain't going nowhere. Do y'all know they got the audacity to tell us we need to apologize? Oh, I'm not lying. Fam, they out there really running their mouth. Look at this, fam. Look at this. Look at this cricket wig lady. Look at her, fam. And I got the Febreze and it's on deck. She says that FBA owes Africa an apology because Ghana, supposedly in their mind, did something so magnificent. Watch this, y'all.
I think African people are their enemy. I just want you to know that it was Ghana that called for the UN to recognize the transatlantic slave trade as the greatest crime against humanity. That was Ghana. The West African country, the same West Africans y'all have been getting on the internet to hate on and getting on the internet to push xenophobic rhetoric that we hate African Americans, that we're not part of the Black community, and that we shouldn't be, that y'all need to have your own thing at XYZ. At the end of the day, the people that are actually pushing for Black liberation in this world are Pan-Africanists. It's people who recognize that our struggle is united. And
Pan-Africans? Fam, did she just say Pan-Africans are the ones who are really out here doing something? Okay, Miss Crooked Wig, then tell me, where are the Pan-Africans located? Tell me, where's the Pan-African institutions, the Pan-African organizations, the Pan-African schools? Where's the Pan-African armies? Where's the Pan-African hospitals, stores, shops, supply centers, surplus? Where are Pan-Africans located? Exactly.
We are all united in the Black struggle. We are all united in the disenfranchisement we all went through. That was an African country. And y'all have been spreading xenophobic propaganda against Africans for how long now? Deep that.
Yeah, a lot of these folks be having a lot of shit in their blood, man. And some of that shit be hatred. Like, I believe hatred actually lives and thrives in certain people.
Yeah, like you. Like you. How about that? Everything they saying is about themselves, fam. Every time they say something about us, they really talking about themselves. And we gonna put that on the table and we gonna brand them as such, fam. I know you are, but what am I? This is all you. Who got the hate? You. Who the one complaining? You. Who the one angry? You. Who the one upset? You. Who the one who can't get a woman? You. Who the one who wants men? You. Who the one whose mama and daddy is fleers? You.
That looks like us blood, man. You know what I mean? Because I be seeing that they have all this energy for other folks that look like them. Look what Ghana just did. They just made slavery the most heinous crime on the earth, right?
Stop.
And
fam, did they make it the most heinous crime, or was it already a heinous crime? Why they acting like, fam, they done did some type of science experiment? You know, Ghana made it the worst crime ever. Ghana made it a bad thing. Do you know that Ghana made it happen? All Ghana did was spoke about something that they was never interested in. And guess what else Ghana did? Ghana ended up making cahoots with their business partners. Ghana is a willing participant in all of this. Ghana has just as much blame on them. Ghana didn't make nothing. Only thing Ghana did was made a profit that they trying to get again.
I haven't heard an apology, or because that was one of the points of delineation was, oh, they're getting in the way of our reparations. They just made it that much more easier, and I haven't heard a peep of an apology. Let a YT person would have done that. They would have been on their knees kissing the floor for this white man. You know what I'm saying? But because a bunch of Africans went and made it that much easier, y'all gonna act like it didn't happen. I haven't heard one apology, one word. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying. Family, do you believe that you owe this man an apology? Matter of fact, is he going to get an apology from you, my brothers and sisters? Somebody tell me right now. He said he wants an apology, y'all. The man asked for an apology. He said that we owe them an apology. So I'm asking all of you guys right now, are you going to apologize to Mr. I Can't Get a Woman? No. Hell no. About ain't. Not happening. How about that one? Man, they just want an apology for their goddamn body. You want an apology for the white man. You want an apology for the black man. How about you apologize for never having a woman? Okay. How about you apologize for passing down being a fleer to your kids? Okay. How about you apologize for being the world embarrassment? How about you apologize for being from a third world country? How about you apologize for not having a shovel to get yourself out of that S-hole that you came from? If we started on apologies. But you don't want to go there, do you? Because you know if you go there, it's going to get even more hot. It's going to get even more real. But family, I'm going to make it even more real than it already was because we don't give a damn. And by the way, my brothers and sisters in the chat said you're not getting an apology. Okay, so you can take that one back to your S-hole country and we're going to be over here in our magnificent country. Because remember, y'all, they want to come over here. They want to be like us. All of this goes back to these people want to be like foundational Black Americans. Foundational Black Americans don't want to be like them. See, fam, when you're dealing with somebody who's a follower, they're going to always follow what's great. This is why when we turn around in hip hop, look behind you, they go to tell us. When we go out there and we build this country, then they turn around and say, hey, immigrants built this country. When we start talking about getting reparations, next thing you know, they want reparations. Fam, how many times have you ever heard an African talk about reparations before foundational Black Americans got it popping in these streets? You know, the reparations generation. Do they have a reparations generation? Do they have a civil rights era? Do they have a reconstruction? Do they have anything? They don't even claim their own indigenous status because the Arabs came over there and they said, yo, indigenous status is mine. How come you don't do anything about that? Matter of fact, every time I turn around, you just don't do nothing but follow Black Americans everywhere we are. So we going to make it clear because the confusion and the complexities are over with, fam. Foundational Black Americans built the United States of America. Foundational Black Americans are the only Aboriginal, Indigenous day ones right here. Everything else, everyone else, and everybody else is just a knockoff. And knockoffs don't last long. You ain't getting $1 from us. You're not involved in our reparations claim. You're not involved in our politics. And you better stay the hell out of our business. Is that clear? Yes? Then we proceed. Fam, let me show you even further. You see how I just take a certified to come out and say it, fam? Okay. We ain't got to do a TikTok live for 20 hours, fam. We got to sit there and have a debate with these people and argue with them back and forth. No, we just get straight to the point, fam. F you, we the best. There you go. Sounds a lot better. There it is, fam. Look at this, fam. They running around here with this guy, trying to prop this guy up like he's some type of big wig, like he's some type of player in the game. We didn't know who the hell this dude was before, family. Now they're trying to dump this man off on us. Now they're trying to get foundational Black Americans to see this dude. We ain't know who the hell this guy was just a week ago because he's non-consequential to foundational Black Americans. Fam, the days of playing games with these tethers is over, fam. Like my sister Natural, if you in the chat, my sister Natural said that she said roasting ain't regulating. Roasting ain't regulating, family. It's time the regulators step into place, fam. The regulators. And like my sister also always says, they're going to always be, there's always going to be dusty tethers, fam. Fam, as long as there's no deodorant, there will be tethers. As long as there is funk, there will always be tethers, fam. That's just what it is. So now we just step on over them and get straight to the bag. That's what it is with the regulated style. And the regulated style right now is winning at an all-time high. Cleveland, I see you. Fam, this is what we talk about when we talk that real talk. Here we go right now. Hold on. Whoa. Let me even get a step further before we rock all the way live, y'all. Y'all watch how the sister breaks down them Africans were selling Africans.
It sounds outlandish. It really does sound outlandish, right? But we've been here before, right? This is like, we've been here before. white people got reparations, okay, for their quote unquote loss off us. We still hadn't gotten it. So now here comes Ghana, right? And I don't have anything against anybody in Ghana, absolutely not. But this is just history, okay? This is just history. No shade, okay? But here's the president of Ghana. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Mahama. I think that's his name. But his ethnic group is, let me look, Gonja, right? Gonja ethnic group.
Stop. Freeze. All fam, the receipts is about to get laid out on the table today. I'm going to tell you right now, watch the receipts on the table, fam, and tell me, are these people ready for the drama? Do they really want the smoke? No, they don't.
That's what the internet says, okay? Now, there's a history, so I'm going to read it. The Gonja ethnic group participated significantly in the slave trade, primarily as traders and intermediaries who controlled the key markets in northern Ghana. Their involvement was driven by both internal economic structures and external pressures from the Asante Empire. Now, on my other videos, I'm talking about how the bigger empires would conquer the smaller empires, and then they would basically be subjects of that bigger empire, absorbed into it. And so the Ashanti made them go and raid other smaller villages for Africans to enslave. The Gonja state's economy depended heavily on the trade of slaves and cola nuts. Market control. The town of Salaga, located in the East Gonja district, became one of the most important slave markets in West Africa during the 18th and 19th century. That is the 1700s and the 1800s.
Oh, we got receipts on y'all. Oh, you gonna act like you ain't play no role in none of this? You gonna act like you don't owe some fam? The person who owes the reparations can't take claim for reparations. You better go ahead and get your mind right, Mr. Fufu. Oh, they thought we ain't have receipts. They about to find out the hard way.
It served as a hub where enslaved people were bought and then transported either south to the coast for the transatlantic trade or north along the trans-Saharan route. So the Salaga market, which is still standing, okay, this is where the African traders would park them, right? the Gonja people and others that were captured, right? And then they would make the enslaved walk with chains on their necks and feet, everything, all the way to the coast so they could sell them to Europeans.
Whoa, wait, fam. Did he mention any of this at the UN? Fam, hold up, my brothers and sisters. Freeze. Did y'all hear any of this at the UN? I didn't hear none of this. But let me ask y'all a question, real question for my family right now. Did you hear any of this at the UN just 2 days ago? Okay, no. All right, good. But have you heard this for years amongst foundational Black American circles? So when we talk about the facts, the uncorrupted 110% facts, Africans sold Africans, walked the Europeaner in, went and got their own family and sold them. Did you hear them talk about this at the UN, or did you hear us talking about this for years? What's done in the dark goes to everybody's mind because they got to see it. And when I say what's done in the dark goes to your mind, I'm not talking about what's done in the dark comes to light. No, because it's always been in the light, fam. It's in your mind, which means we got a record. We got it locked in. We know what's happening. Watch even further, fam. These people been out here and we been knowing what they talking about.
The Ashanti demanded the Gonja get them more enslaved, and that's what they did. Okay, so this was a Ashanti capturing the Gonja, then the Gonja captured more. Saga was often referred to as the Timbuktu of the South due to its commercial importance. It functioned as a major outpost where enslaved people were traded for manufactured goods, salt, and other commodities before being moved toward the Atlantic coast for the export to Europe and the Caribbean. So who did the Gonji target? Okay. They targeted the Gurunzi peoples, a collective term for various less centralized groups in northern Ghana and southern Burkina Faso to satisfy the Asante Empire slave quotas. See, they had slave quotas, okay? Because the Europeans, they were demanding more slaves because they needed more slaves. So the Ashanti, who was working with them, said, okay, we're going to get y'all some more.
A slave quota? How come y'all didn't talk about this at the UN, Mr. Mahama? How come you didn't bring this up, dog? I'm wondering, man, what's going on, family? $1 billion, $1 trillion question to the team, fam. How come you never heard this?
Give us some more weapons. All kind of stuff. It was all kind of, this trade was going on. Today, the legacy of this trade is preserved through rehabilitated heritage sites and atonement ceremonies that seek to bridge the gap between descendants of enslaved people in the Gonja community. So they have atonement sites, and they've been apologetic and stuff like that. This goes back to everything I was saying in all my videos, okay? All of them. To meet the tribute demands of the Ashanti Empire, which was imposed after 1732. This is pre-colonialism, okay? This was during the transatlantic slave trade. Gonja and Dagomba chiefs raided neighboring segmentary or less militarized societies. These included the Kasena, I'll put them all up because I don't know. Now, if you read more, it says Gonja raiders, known for their skilled horsemanship, would launch sudden attacks on villages, setting them on fire and capturing mainly women and children for sale at the Salaga market or in Salaga. Now, here's some video to prove I'm not lying, okay? Because they actually have the history right there for everybody talking about African people did not sell other Africans. Yes, the flip they did. That's what the flip. Why would I lie? Like, why would I lie? Okay, it's more than just this site.
Freeze. Oh, buddy. Look like you owe some people some damn money. Fam, you're not going to be two things at one time. You're not going to be the slave trader and then be the victim. You're not going to point the finger at Europe when you in Africa were selling them to Europe. Where in the hell do you take accountability? And I'm not even mentioning the years prior. I'm not mentioning the years after. It seemed like it's always you. You're always front and center and somebody getting sold. Think about it, y'all. You got sold back then. You sold each other back then. You're selling each other now. Matter of fact, right now you're being enslaved and you still ain't saying nothing. You're getting enslaved right now up in Libya. How come you don't do nothing? All throughout North Africa, even going down West Africa to the side, fam, they're still getting sold. How come they don't ever say nothing? You shouldn't have one single second to worry about what Black Americans are doing. But it goes to show y'all that rent free. See, family, what we're doing now is what we've always done. You better go ask $2 Tonto how we shut down his whole damn operation. $2 Tonto, they done spent billions, if not trillions of dollars, literally for hundreds of years, telling us that $2 Tonto is the original person in the United States of America. And I know some 17-year-olds on TikTok that shut that down. How many times do you hear them talking about the Bering Straits? How many times? Are we the ones who exposed that $2 Tonto came here from Siberia? Are we the ones who showed y'all $2 Tonto's Siberian cousin saying, come back home? You don't hear $2 Tonto no more. And you're about to not hear no dollar Mutombo no more. Fam, we can shut down whatever we choose to, whatever we please to. We got it in us because we're that strong. Don't nobody always want to come over here and get in your business and leech onto you if you weak. They only do it because you're strong, and we stronger than ever. So what does that tell y'all, family? Look like somebody is about to cut the check. Yeah. See, when foundational Black Americans put the spotlight on Africans selling Africans, what that does now, that decreases their opportunity to try to leech onto us. Because when you walk into the UN and you crying about slavery that you participated in, when you're crying about slavery that you are a willing participant, not only now, but then, not only then, but in the future, you can't cry no damn more. Hell no. Don't nobody want to hear the victim over here crying while the damn criminal is saying he's the victim too. Don't nobody want to hear that, dog. And this is what we've done. We done made the block hot on them. Watch this right here, family. Furthermore, shout out to this sister too, by the way. Y'all follow her on TikTok. Watch this.
Way more, okay? And there were different circumstances surrounding everything. But just like I said, it was the larger ones going after the smaller ones each and every time. For real. There's even a video of Walter Maya talking about this.
When you talk about, the transatlantic slavery, people think that the people that were taken to the Caribbean were mostly Ashantis. No, it was actually the Ashantis that were capturing people. So they were capturing people from the north of Ghana, other places, the Salaga market. Yeah. So
it's like the slavers are trying to get reparations. Our reparations.
Yes, because the enslavers and the sellers, they want to be the victims. because they're trying to make it look like somebody did something wrong to them. Fam, we shutting the scams down today because your ass gonna have to pay.
That's what it's like. The slavers are trying to get our reparations. That's crazy work because it has happened before. It literally happened before. European slavers got it and freaking white Americans got it. And here we go again. You know what I'm saying?
Officer at the Salaga slave market. He explains the history of the slave market.
This is the Salaga slave market. The Salaga slave trade started in the 17th century, to be precise, 1732. Slaves here are brought from Upper East, Upper West, and then the surrounding villages, led by the slave agent, the slave agent who were the Hausa and then the Zabarma people. One thing about the Salaga slave market is that the Europeans have never been here. It's only when they get to Cape Coast, then they are sold to the Europeans. When the slaves get to the Cape Coast, then they are sold to the Europeans. So here there's the slave agent who were the Hausa and then the Zabarma. And this is the origin of most of African slaves. This is the origin of most of the African slaves. So from here that they are taken to Cape Coast and then other slave other places before they are.
Stop, family. Let me tell you what he's saying. Because I know y'all hear the hyenas running around in the back, okay? Let me tell you what he's saying. He's saying that they done set up shop in Africa was really the plug. Fam, can we go there? Africa, and particularly Ghana, y'all was the plug. Fam, there ain't no transatlantic slave trade without them selling everybody, meeting those quotas. Do you know what it is to meet a damn quota? You know what happens, fam? When they need to meet a quota, then they just start snatching up innocent people. Yes. First off, everybody's innocent in the situation of getting sold. Second off, that's when they started grabbing people next to them. Yes. Okay. It's like a police officer. Towards the end of the month, that cop got to write just as many speeding tickets as possible. He ain't got none, so now he's just pulling over anybody. That's what they started doing, fam. They just started grabbing everybody off the damn street. And this is how it started. It started off with so-and-so. Let's go there. We about to rock. Remember how they always tell us, y'all? They say we were selling each other, but it was the other tribe. It started off as the other tribe, which you shouldn't have been doing in the first place. Because ain't the Europeaner another tribe? It's funny how the other tribe that looks like you is different than the Europeaner who's from another tribe that doesn't look like you. And just like always, you're sided with the person that don't look like you. But you want to come over here and talk about Black Americans. We all looking like, brother. Yeah, looking like anybody ain't how foundational Black Americans do business. Foundational Black Americans, we hold the line on our own. We ain't running around here trying to say we all friends because we got a little bit of melanin and you don't look like us either. But what they started to do, fam, after they couldn't match those quotas, then they said, auntie got to go. Uncle got to go. Cousin, get your ass over here. Niece, get your ass over here. They started to cannibalize each other, fam. That's what they did. Oh, it started off with the other tribe. But then when they needed that damn quota, they started saying, well, shit, let's get everybody. Anybody can get it. Anybody. And by the way, family, this is all post them doing the same exact thing with the Arab. Oh, yeah. Because remember, the Arabic slave trade started about 612, 640 AD. And it all started when the Arabic people came through the Sinai Peninsula, which is around where Syria is. And they walked it all the way through there. They walked it all the way through the Golan Heights, actually. Sinai Peninsula is more Egypt. The Golan Heights is more Syria. They walked right through there, took 1, took 2, took 3, took 4, went all the way across, dominated, sold everybody, voila. And a lot of people also don't know is that when the white man came down from Europe, he encountered the Arab. And the Arab and the African, they were both in cahoots. Who do you think taught the white man how to sell slaves? It was the Arab and the African because they already had a slave exchange for a few hundred years. So, fam, by the time the transatlantic slave trade even started, this had already been years after the Arabic slave trade was going on. And the Arabic slave trade, as I told you, started around 612 to 640 AD. Fam, that stuff's going on all the way till 918 East Coast time, March 27th. Oh, damn, that's right now. So you mean to tell me the Arabic slave trade went from the 600s all the way to 6 seconds ago? And then the transatlantic slave trade came and you were selling out your whole family, grabbing them. And you want to come over here and then tell Black Americans how we all Black, brother, we all need to get along. Your ass needs to start cutting some checks. And when foundational Black Americans highlight and put your ass on that Summer Jam screen. Because remember, y'all, the Summer Jam screen don't lie. As a matter of fact, when I tell people the Summer Jam screen don't lie, y'all go ask Mr. Smalls. He'll tell you exactly that the Summer Jam screen don't lie. He thought he wasn't going to get seen, did he? He's like, if I just clap up here, they won't know that it's me. Nah, we know it's you, homie. The Summer Jam screen don't lie. So now when foundational Black Americans really push the issue, because we ain't never pushed the issue, y'all. We've never really pushed the issue with Africans selling other Africans. We never pushed the issue with Africans owing people a reparations check until now. So if we start pushing the line right now, the more we push the issue with Africans selling Africans, the more you're going to see them shut the hell up about them getting some reparations from the UN. Yes, that's what it is. Because this is all a play just trying to get foundational Black Americans to save them. This is nothing different than the year of the return, fam. Their problem is, and it's a significant problem, you are dealing with this era of foundational Black Americans, and we really don't give a damn. We moving real strong, and we're moving on the same page. And we are now going to push that line, and we're going to expose them, and we're calling it out. Right now, we're demanding that if anybody pays reparations in the diaspora, then Africa needs to start paying to all of the people they claim are descendants of their slave trade. How about that one? How about that? There you go, family. How about that? Now you're finding out that you don't deserve a check for reparations. You need to pay reparations. And I guarantee you, the more we tell Africa they need to pay reparations, the more Africa will be quiet about our reparations. Damn right. And family, when I tell you all of that, look what they were doing at the damn UN, and then look what they were doing back in Africa at the same exact time. Look at this, family. Ghana set to sign first ever defense deal with the European Union. Fam, the same time they talking about how bad Europe is, the same time they talking about how bad the W man is, you still cutting deals with them. Fam, this ain't no different than them cutting the deal with them slave quotas. This ain't no different than them running into the jungle to go kidnap somebody and walk them to the coast to send them to Europe. You don't believe me, fam? Let's go to work.
This is the first kind of its kind in African country. And it matters because security in Europe and Africa is deeply, deeply interconnected. The new agreement allows us to work more closely in...
Listen what she said. Fam, I need everybody to listen carefully. They telling you everything. A hell of a lot of information has been spilled on the table this week, family.
Deeply interconnected. And it matters because security in Europe and Africa is deeply, deeply interconnected country. And it matters because security in Europe and Africa is deeply, deeply interconnected. The new agreement allows us to work more closely in areas like counterterrorism, conflict prevention, cybersecurity. These are all areas that matter to our citizens, both in Europe, but as well as here in Ghana.
Today's transfer of security equipment, systems, motorcycles, and drones to Ghana will significantly...
That's the Ghanaian vice president, y'all. So when the president was over here talking about our reparations, the vice president was cutting a defense pact with the European Union. Fam, do you know what a defense pact with the European Union means? That means you belong to Europe. And by the way, fam, if we want to talk about making the same damn excuses and the same damn problems before, look at that W woman on your screen right there. Now look at this W woman on your screen right there. Are you ever going to learn, or is this what you prefer? Is this what you prefer? Do you love Mrs. Mayo, who comes from Europe, who walks away with all your resources and all your diamonds? Are y'all going to cry when this woman comes to an end too, like you cried when the last woman did? You're still making the same damn mistakes, or maybe you're doing it on purpose because you love some mayo.
Prevention, cybersecurity. These are all areas that matter to our citizens, both in Europe, but as well as here in Ghana.
Today's transfer of security equipment, systems, motorcycles, and drones to Ghana will significantly strengthen our ongoing efforts to build the capacity and operational readiness of Ghana's security forces. It will also enhance Ghana's ability to respond to emerging threats and support our goal of promoting peace and stability.
This is the first kind of its kind.
Look at that right there. That's your deal. Fam, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Ain't nothing changed but the numbers on the range. Fam, look at your screen and look at the African making deals with the Europeaner while the African is trying to deny they made deals with the Europeaner during slavery. You're still making the same deal in 2026. Y'all look at the love affair with these Afro-Europeaners and these Euro-Africans. The love match made in the village.
This is the first kind of its kind in African country. And it matters because security in Europe and Africa.
There you go, my brothers and sisters, kings, queens, goddess and gods. They over there making them damn deals, fam. Oh, you seen it right there? They're making deals. And fam, all of this happened simultaneously. Why these people came to the United States of America to try to steal our foundational Black American reparations claim. All that was a big play, fam. Look over there. We making deals over here. How can you say that you got so much of a problem with the transatlantic slave trade when the people who were the main cohorts of the transatlantic slave trade, you're making defense deals with them now? It doesn't look like you really care too much. It doesn't look like you give a damn. It looks like the only thing you see is FBA money that you can't get a hold of. So now you're having these little hissy fits and you're breaking down because what you thought was going to work, when you spun the block around, you got told no. Then you got told hell no. Then you got told hell no, don't come back no more. That's what's happening. And we're the ones who ushered it in and brought the fire, fam. You see them still making deals. They're still making deals. That's nothing different, fam. Has anything ever changed, fam? Has anything ever changed? Nope. Will anything ever change? Nope. The only thing that has changed is foundational Black Americans just saying, enough of all that. We ain't playing games with these people. We're not sitting here trying to negotiate. We're not having a 3, 4, 5 hour space where the tether gets to tell us how he feel about us. We roasting them. We sending them home because this is strictly business, fam. Strictly business. And that business that I'm talking about, it goes far. The business that I'm talking about, it's always been here. And it really just takes some real certifieds to stand on it. And when I tell y'all we standing on real business, look at your screen right here, family. Look at your screen. They running around here, like I told you, trying to make it look like they have some type of big win. Like they did something masculine. Like they did something powerful. Like they did something that they could just put their name on it. No. Everybody's watching the way that you faltered and everybody's seeing how it ain't going nowhere ever since then. Look at this right here as I tell y'all even further what these people are doing. Family, they over there on TikTok having all types of goddamn breakdowns. Nigerian man says Black Americans know they are being taken advantage of. They aren't tripping. Watch this, family.
To just forget about the lifestyle they were living in America. So they bought a piece of land where they can just like help them remember their culture that they already had, you know, and then the Ghanaians were mad at it. Like, no, they should not do that. What the heck? Or you invite these people. You only invite them because of their money. You do not invite them because you have empathy on these people. You do not. So I think, my brother, what is your name? This guy under William, is it Dripfish? You there? Or then after that, Toby. Is it Toby? Okay, Toby. Is it Toby? Okay, Toby. Toby, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you go ahead, please.
So, I mean, I beg, make nobody cut me off, because what I want to talk right now go vex some people, but in real life, because I stay for America, right? I'm using Pidgin so that everybody can understand me, you know. But this is reality that we all have to face, right? I'm a Nigerian man, and to my Ghanaian people, I will say this to you guys. I think you guys are getting the plot wrong. I see a lot of people in the comment section talking about, oh, Nigerians are jealous of Ghanaians, West Africans are jealous of Ghanaians. Nobody's jealous of you guys, man. like let's be very factual here. When Nigerians do something good, you people tag it for Africa. When we do something bad, it's only Nigeria. We carry our cross by ourselves. So make
Fam, are they fighting about Ghana versus Nigeria? Are they? Fam, by the way, I can barely understand this. You said good, then they do bad, and but was good, and we not know who was in not there. So y'all still over there having tribalism while you're telling us that we're tribal. Y'all over there fighting each other while y'all trying to steal our reparations. Y'all over there having Fufu versus Jollof battles while Black Americans is sitting over here at the soul food spot. Family, this shows you the difference between us and them. They still over there beefing. They still over there fighting. They still over there trying to steal Black American reparations money while they ain't got nothing for themselves. And family, let me tell y'all exactly further what we mean by that. When I tell y'all that these people really was trying to run them up and they really thought that they was going to talk bad. And by the way, fam, you can go look. They still over there feuding and fighting with each other. Feuding, fam. The Ghana, the Nigerian, South Africa, they still over there feuding and fighting left and right. Basically not doing or showing or displaying anything that they say they have. Who's your real problem, Mutombo? Is it me way over here who don't give a damn about you? Or is it the man in the village right over here on the other side of the zebra that you are still having battles with? But do you see how they're on TikTok fighting each other? Because they over here looking right now, they go, nah, them Black Americans is too strong. Them Black Americans got something going. Them Black Americans ain't faltering. Them Black Americans are still holding it down, and it ain't gonna change. I guess that they think that we gonna flip-flop and go somewhere else with it. Hell to the no. Black Americans is standing on certified business, and certified business never changes. Never. It don't matter what you do, no matter what you say. We gonna always be on this particular type of time, a time in which these people cannot compute at all. Their reparations claim has no legs, and everybody understands it. So the fact that we've been exposing it for exactly what it is, a fraud, that tells you exactly what we mean. And when we say that there's frauds out there, fam, you can start with this fraud right here. Why the hell is Benjamin Chump over there, fam? Why the hell is Benjamin Chump talking about foundational Black American reparations when this man doesn't do anything but lose cases? Can we go there, fam? You want to talk about a man who ain't never won nothing? A man who ain't never got $1? Folks are saying we need to hire Benjamin Crump. Remember, y'all, Benjamin Crump is the same exact guy who's failed on every damn case. This is an ambulance chaser. This is who they're trying to have represent us. Remember this, y'all. CARICOM over there. The Black Caucus over there. Notice none of these Democrats have gotten behind any domestic foundational Black American reparations claim. They ain't got behind it. As a matter of fact, they've opposed it. But now out of nowhere, the Democrats support international African reparations for the transatlantic slave trade, for the diaspora. We done had reparations task force across all of the country, all 50 states. Democrats ain't showed up. In California, you know, the brothers and sisters highlighted it, that they completely crippled it. They created a bill to destroy a bill just to say that they tried the bill. That's always been the Democrats. You know, in Cobra NARC, the ones that are always trying to make lineage-based reparations, race-based, because they know race will get shot down. The Democrats have never supported domestic foundational Black American reparations claims. Hell, they don't support domestic foundational Black American policies at all. So now out of nowhere, they expect us to believe the BS that they're so concerned with reparations. You ain't never been concerned with reparations. Hell no. You ain't never been concerned with foundational Black Americans, but you was cutting checks to them damn illegals though. You was cutting bread for them. Yep. So if you want to know if this was a prop or a play, family, all you got to do is watch this right here. Why the hell is Al Sharpton and Benjamin Chump talking about FBA? Watch this.
And so I now have the pleasure of bringing on the mentor of Black America's Attorney General, the founder of this, Reverend Al Sharpton, who is for 4 decades a central figure in the U.S. struggle for racial justice from the streets to the Senate, a civil rights leader, founder of the National Action Network, and of course, host of MSNBC's Politics Nation. Please take the floor.
Thank you very much. Let me start by saying that I'm going to be very personal in the sense that I came to the UN 30 some odd years ago with a great African leader. I was part of the delegation with Nelson Mandela when he addressed the general.
Nigga, we don't give a damn. I don't care who you can. You notice Al Sharpton always got to use who he been around? We don't give a damn about Nelson Mandela. I could care less. I could care less. Because remember, like Khalid Muhammad said, he said that Nelson Mandela straight up said he don't care about Black American issues. So you and Nelson Mandela can go back to Africa as far as I'm concerned.
Assembly about sanctions in South Africa. I come many times since then, and I'm here today because I believe another great African leader, President Mahama, is raising an issue that is very important and personal to us. As Attorney Crump has said, we have fought on many cases, and we have, I'm doing a eulogy tomorrow, day after tomorrow, of a young man killed in Hartford, Connecticut. But all of these are just examples of a systemic problem that has not been dealt with. We can keep running from incident to incident, but if we do not deal with the underlying systematic problem, and that is that there are those that feel they have the right and the supremacy over other humans, and they will never be held accountable for it and never pay for it. This resolution is an attendance sheet on what nations stand for what.
Okay, so do you include the Democrats who said that they don't support reparations? Or what about them African slave traders? Do you put them on the table as well? Fam, we ain't having no damn Al Sharpton talking reparations about Black Americans. It's time we regulate these people. I'm tired of seeing these boule ass sellouts talking about our business. It's about time these people get wrapped up. It's over with. You ain't talking about Black American issues and consistently running interference on generation after generation. Hell no.
This is not a new call. I come out of the Martin Luther King School of Thought, but Malcolm X said we may have to go to the UN. One of his main disciples, Dr. James Smalls, is with us. Queen Mother Moore.
There you go. There you go. Family, we was telling everybody that James Smalls was clicked in with the Democrats. We said it and we meant it. When we told everybody that James Smalls was getting that little scam African bag, we said it and we meant it. And now you hear Al Sharpton on the stage telling you James Smalls was in attendance. You clicked in with Reverend Al? You talking about the Perminator? You talking about this sellout who been sold out, who done told on the whole goddamn New York City? This federal informant? I'm just saying, no. That right there is what we called, family. Now you see Professor James Smalls is getting an endorsement from Al Sharpton. When Black Americans say we right, you can go ahead and you can clock it, y'all. These folks is clicked in together, sellout on sellout on sellout.
Oh, I come out of the Martin Luther King School of Thought, but Malcolm X said we may have to go to the UN. One of his main disciples, Dr. James Smalls, is with us. Queen Mother Moore said this. Queen Mother Blakely's here. Sister, I don't come with others that have not. Sister Salam, these are people that have been in the streets for decades.
Woo! It's getting hot, y'all. It's getting hot. It's getting shown. All of the sellouts is getting exposed. I told you, the Summer Jam screen don't lie.
And State Senator Sanders, all of us, but many of them preceding me. The question is not what the people feel. The people have stated their feelings and will continue to and must galvanize. The question is, what do nations stand for? When I hear nations saying they're going to abstain from a vote, how do you abstain from being a racist and a bigot? How do you abstain from paying your debt to people that you worked for centuries and never paid.
What about for the people that was in your family that you kidnapped, talking around the Africans, talking around the slave trade, talking around the slave traders? We own it. Let's go.
How do you abstain from the guilt and the blood that's on your hands while you deposit money in banks that your forefathers didn't earn and our forefathers worked and never got paid? Your Excellency, I say it's personal because in 2007, a reporter came to me from a local tabloid, the Daily News, and said that they were doing something around Black History Month in America. And they wanted to do a trace of our family tree. I told him, fine with me. He said, I'll be back. He came back with another reporter. He said, do you know your great-grandfather? I said, no, I knew my grandfather on my father's side. I didn't know my great-grandfather. He said, well, we traced him. He said, do you know where he was from? I said, they were from Florida, my grandfather and my father. He said, no, they were from Edgefield, South Carolina. I said, no, I never knew that. He said, your great-grandfather was named Coleman Sharpton, and he was owned by a woman named Anna Thurman Sharpton. He said Anna Thurman Sharpton was the aunt to Strom Thurmond, a leading segregationist. He said Anna Thurman Sharpton was the aunt to Strom Thurmond, a leading segregationist. He said the reason we found it is that when Alexander Sharpton died, his widow, Anna Thurman, sold her slaves to Florida, who was your great-grandfather. That's only 3 generations from me.
And what the hell that got to do with Africa? What that got to do with Africa, family? Notice they coming over there talking all of this FBA talk, talking about the South, trying to infuse it in with Africa. Nothing he is saying has anything to do with Africa. Notice that they're trying to murk everything up. They're trying to make things very vague, things unclear. Say it for what it is. None of that got nothing to do with Africa.
We talk about this stuff like this is some bygone generation. My mother had to sit in the back of the bus and couldn't help me with homework when she came to Brooklyn, New York, had me. I never sat in the back of a bus.
And what that got to do with Africa?
But I was raised by them that never got paid for what was done. We are sitting in the United Nations, but it is in the United States where they're right now deciding whether they will continue to allow us to vote properly. They're going to vote on whether or not we are going to have our right to voting, our right to redress.
There you go, fam. Using all of this so they can tie it into Donald Trump is bad. Fam, look at this. This is all Democratic sponsored, fam. This is a full Democratic play. It's always been Ghana, all of them involved. These are nothing more than the tethercrats. That's why Black Americans, we don't support none of this. We calling it out. You can get mad all you want to. We don't give a damn about no African reparations, about the transatlantic slave trade is the worst thing in humanity. When we was telling everybody that humanity sat back and watched us suffer, including Africa, didn't nobody want to say nothing. We don't give a damn about none of this. You ain't gonna use foundational Black American talking points to spin this on to Africa, to spin this on to your Democratic Party. Ain't happening.
And if the United Nations sends a resounding message on the president's resolution that we don't care about the debt owed, you are signaling those that are trying to trump the world that you can do whatever you want to do to us. So my challenge is, and the experts have given the great background and the preceding speakers have given the facts, but my appeal is that you will not define our humanity. You will define where you stand.
No, hell no. No. And you will not define our foundational Black American reparations claim, or you will find your ass on the corner. How about that one? Fam, notice that right there. Seeing the play. This is all Democratic sponsored. All Democratic sponsors. We ain't getting behind all that. And any of them Africans running around here, you got to remember, them are the same Africans who's out there rooting and voting for Kamala Harris. You got to remember that, fam. The diaspora loves the Democrats because the Democrats support them. This is all about lineage, heritage, and culture. I ain't hearing nothing that they talking about. Benjamin Trump, Al, Perminator Sharpton, they ain't got no stake on what FBA is out here doing. The only reason that them folks are out there trying to jump over to the UN is because we done got so damn strong, fam. Foundational Black Americans claiming our indigenous status and completely representing who we are, that's got everybody in a tailspin. They don't know what to do about it. So the first thing they do, they say, call in all the damn Africans. Maybe we can help them out. Remember, y'all, the slave trade that they're always talking about is basically the Afro-Europeaner and the European African having a little love affair that they've had for 1,000 years, and it ain't got nothing to do with FBA, because while all of them was over there doing that, we was over here holding it down. We was over here holding it down. How come they don't go nowhere else with it? We are not on that game. We reject everything. The family's power in rejecting it. When you reject it and you let the world know we don't stand by it, remember, y'all, they lose all power when they try to pull that game. All power. But notice, y'all, they're sitting there talking about the Democrats, and they're talking about Donald Trump, and they're talking about how bad he is. But do you guys remember this that came out? How come they're not saying this? We ain't gonna let them forget. Hell no. No. Democratic Party does not actively support reparations. So how come all of those damn Democrats are going to the United Nations talking about foundational Black American paper? Oh, yeah. Y'all see the hustle and the scam there, y'all? These people are going to the United Nations talking about foundational Black American reparations, but their political party doesn't support reparations. Everybody screenshot that because they want that to go away. By the way, that came from their website. I didn't make that up. That ain't AI. Hell no. That's them. So isn't it funny that the Democratic Party all runs to the UN, including the Congressional Black Caucus? They all run to the UN and they declare their love and support for African reparations. But we done had foundational Black American reparations task force, reparations rallies, which I spoke at all throughout the United States of America, right there in DC. And they ain't showed no signs of it. Their party tells you that they're against it. They're hostile to our reparations, but they want Africa to get theirs. You know why, family? It's because we've saved them multiple times. Now they see that we don't give a damn. And when they can't find nobody to save them, then they asses can't win. I told you, tethers are a joke and their inner tubes can't float. All foundational Black Americans did, we walked up to that little inner tube with a little goddamn screw and just and pop it. Now their asses is all starting to drown because tethers need us. We don't need them. We don't need them at all. So you see now that their foundational Black American eyesight that they got locked in, because y'all know they got FBA radars, FBA microscopes, telescopes. They're always watching us. And every time they put their camera on us, all they're getting is one of those. And they're like, well, wait a minute, I didn't get those back in the day. You do now. Well, what are we going to do about it? I don't know. But you're going to accept it because it ain't going nowhere. We wholeheartedly reject all of the Democratic Party and all their little hustles and scams and schemes. And we reject the Republican Party as well, because this is reparations over everybody, family. ROE, reparations over everybody. And we full-fledged disagree with anybody trying to tie us in to their reparations claim. And we full-fledged send that stuff right on back to them. And it's clear as day. These people are not going to play with us like it's some type of little game where we ain't going to see it. Just talk around the slave traders, talk around everybody. And family, there's a lot of people who are plugged in with them. And what you're starting to see is a lot of people are trying to conflate it. Now more than ever, my brothers and sisters, hear me now, y'all. Now more than ever, foundational Black Americans and certified Black society, we got to ride. We already been riding. But like I told you, we got to take it up another level to another notch. Because all these different people, now they're starting to see that they're in the 11th hour. That clock is up. So they're trying to conflate reparations. They're trying to make it murky. They're trying to take something very, very clear. That's why I tell people, don't be sitting there debating with these people all day. Tell them what the hell you got to tell them. Check their ass and then keep it moving. Regulators don't come back 2 times. Now is the time, family, well, we're going to have to lock in. This is going to be one for the ages. This summer is going to be one for the ages, fam. They don't go to the UN because they playing. These people understand delineation, calling ICE, standing on certified business, lineage, heritage, and culture. This is something that they know we not stopping. See, they thought we was going to go lay down. They thought we was going to say, all right, well, you know, we had enough, man. We're going to go chill. They can't control us like they can control all the people they put the batteries in their back. We truly represent the grassroots. And you know, I'm always telling you, this is the first time in years where the grassroots is in control of the Black American community. It used to be we be on the block and then Al Sharpton and them would say something and they outdo everything we said. Now, nobody gives a damn what they say. Nobody's listening to them. Nobody cares about the words coming out of their mouth. They all relate to us. Again, for the millionth time, we are Black American made, y'all, and everybody else is getting played. So what we're going to do is that we're going to stand on business and we got to get our game right. I'm talking about everywhere. Street protests, beautiful. But fam, the boardroom is where brothers and sisters now are going to have to take that next step. This is what it is, because I'm telling you, they're going to keep trying to jump over us. They're going to keep trying to go in these different areas, misrepresent us. Remember, it's all about miseducation, misrepresentation, and misleadership. Those are the things that they always try to play us, and we're disallowing it from happening. Damn right we delineating. Damn right we regulating. But we're going to regulate in all aspects everywhere, because what they're trying to do now, y'all, they know that they can't Africanize us and getting us to believe it. So they're trying to Africanize the movement and just talk around us. So it's going to be all about how strong foundational Black Americans start checking them. Oh, we done G-check before, but you're going to have to take the G-checking to another level. Oh, we done regulated before, fam. We're going to have to take the regulation to another level. Delineation, take it to another level, because you can't be a delineator unless you're a regulator. That's the type of time we on, fam. We're going to have to let it be known. When the UN is getting involved and these people is trying to jump above us, fam, then the certified's going to have to come and see about it. Because guess what they're doing now, y'all? They're trying to take reparations and say, well, Black Americans, maybe your reparations should be to go back to Africa. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what they playing, fam. Every day you wake up, it's something new. They're trying to take our reparations claim and say, I got reparations for you. Go back to Africa. We ain't from no damn Africa. We ain't going back nowhere that we ain't never been to. This is our place. This is our home. This is all about us. Y'all look at this right here, family. This 999-pound jar of mayo, he said he's got reparations, and he said reparations should be that we all go back to Africa. You see what happens when you allow people to talk about reparations, but the real riders ain't in the room? We gonna check Mr. Mayo. We gonna check Mr. Joloff. Everybody's getting checked. It's certified season. Let's go.
I'm Theodore Fletcher, and I believe Black Americans that have lineage to the Atlantic slave trade deserve reparations. I believe that these men and women that have been in our country for quite some time deserve to have the opportunity to return to their homeland that they were taken from and sold from slaves from Africa to slaves to America. Ultimately, we should pay for at least a plane ticket back to any country that will allow a fast track citizenship for these Black Americans. Additionally,
fam, you see what they on now, y'all. Oh, fam, this is what I tell everybody. Watch how they talking now. Notice he's calling us Black Americans. He's not saying to go back to Africa, Blackie. Blacks need to go back. No, he's trying to say, okay, they call themselves Black Americans. So instead of saying they're Africans who need to go to Africa, let me say they're Black Americans that need to go to Africa. Watch the play, y'all. Everybody's watching us.
I believe that a settlement grant given to these Black Americans to start anew in a new country and to cut ties with citizenship in the United States is justifiable. Any person does
cut citizenship with the United States. Listen, fam, this is what they all wanted to say. This goes all the way back to the beginning. Watch them.
Deserves to have the opportunity to return home after slavery. We're keeping them captive in this country in a non-homogenous state where they have been experiencing systematic racism that seems to be never ending. I don't believe it's possible for us to ever coherently get along with each other without issues. It's been.
Y'all notice that he just said systematic racism that we deal with? Do y'all think he would ever acknowledge systematic racism unless he can attach it to us going to Africa? If you ask this man, does he believe there's systematic racism without Africa being involved, he would wholeheartedly deny it. Now they want to call us Black Americans when they can say go to Africa. Now they want to talk about systematic racism when they can tell us to go to Africa. Fam, watch the disingenuous nature of these people. And this is why anybody can get it. Trust me when I tell you that.
It's been a long time since slavery has ended. It's been a long time since segregation has ended. And it's time that we try different options. I think that both the Black community and the white community, and even other communities, can agree that multiculturalism is not the best option for us. I believe that many Black Americans, especially those that have family that fought in the Civil War, deserve something. They are Americans. Even if there is prejudice against them from a systematic level, they deserve to have the opportunity to go home, to not live as a minority in a country that does not treat them fairly.
Boy, they'll say anything, fam, when they're trying to hustle you. They'll say anything. Look how he's struggling to say that. He don't want to say that we're Americans. He wants us to go to Africa, y'all. There you go. This is why we have to put a lock on who the hell talking about reparations. This is why we can't allow any person off the street to come over here and start talking about reparations. These folks is trying to play the okie doke.
I believe that $15,000 to $30,000 in a lump sum and a plane ticket for everyone in their family, for those that choose to go at any point in time, is good. It's better than nothing. It's better than what they're going to ever get proposed anywhere else. Ultimately, if we have, 13% of the population, so 40 million Black Americans, that move to countries in Africa with $15,000 to $30,000, that economy would bloom immediately. It would look amazing. They would hold a lot of power in Africa, and they'd have the ability to have self-sustainment and self-representation that they will never get in a Western civilization.
We built this civilization. We built all of this, fam. Oh no, don't get it tangled, twisted, and effed up. We built this thing. We ain't going for none of this. Listen to the games, fam, and we gonna regulate them too. Hell to the no. You gonna be gone before we is. We built this foundation, which means your ass can go all the way on back to that cave, and we still right here.
Ultimately, I see this just as a realistic reparation. It really is. It will help everyone involved, and it will allow many Black Americans to get in touch with their African culture and civilization. Anyone who is a Black American should be proud for the opportunity to go back to their roots in Africa and to be an African continentalist. Love your own people, regardless of where you're from.
An African continentalist? Listen to the terms now, which they're going to try to insert tomorrow.
Opportunity to go back to their roots in Africa and to be an African continentalist. Love your own people, regardless of where you're from, especially if you're Black. I'm Theodore Fletcher, and I believe...
You're Theodore Mayo. How about that one, fam? Family, let's go. Here we go. I believe that guy right there is clicked in with the Democrats. And I believe that Al Sharpton and the president of Ghana and Benjamin Chump, I believe that they all feel that same way. I believe that this is a little backdoor avenue to try to trick Black Americans to say, you know what? Reparations would be to go back to Africa. Remember, y'all, when they was trying to say go back to Africa, we said hell to the no. Y'all know, because we always say it. When they were saying y'all need to go home to Africa, the year of the return, Black Americans didn't go no damn where. Black Americans said, that ain't my home. If I want to go home, then my ass going to stay right here because I ain't leaving. Then they start to say, well, if we can't get these people to go back to Africa on their own, let's tell them that it's reparations. Don't be surprised that in a few years, they start trying to tell us that we can get reparations as a plane ticket to go to Africa. Doesn't that sound just like what Ghana already did with the year of the return, y'all? These people are dastardly. Don't you believe for 1 second that these individuals ain't going to try to get that low? Because we playing for big stakes. We talking about the United States of America. We talking about us taking our rightful ownership. Oh yeah, the ops is going to be out, fam. That's how they trying to play the game. These individuals is trying to get FBA to fall for some type of little game plan that they can get us to go in a different direction opposed to the direction in which we're already in. But they don't understand that this direction is the direction that we created. And guess where it is? Straight to the MF and bank to get that goddamn money. Fam, this all ends with reparations for FBA. All right. And their games all end with them being what they are now, broke. And for him, it's going to end with that damn meth pipe and that blow up doll that's in his closet. So their situations are going to stay the same, losers. Our situations are only going to elevate, exceptional. And we putting it all on the line right here, right now. That's the way the game goes. Fam, it's real out here in this world. When you start talking about foundational Black Americans, certified Black society, really standing on business like we're standing on, oh man, it's setting a lot of people off. Setting a lot of people off, fam. And you can see them running that game. But the game that they running just ain't going nowhere. It's running out of time. Look at this right here, fam. This is what I'm talking about. Ghana president, he raises concerns about how the U.S. treats Black history. Fam, where in the hell does somebody who's a foreign president speak on our domestic issues? Nobody does this. The president of the Ukraine does not talk like this to Ukrainian immigrants. The president of Mexico does not talk like this to Mexican immigrants. We ain't immigrants. Why in the hell is this man running around here speaking to us or putting his nose in our business? This need not concern you. This has nothing to do with you. You need to go ahead, pipe down, and worry about why over there in Ghana, y'all folks is broke as a joke and why y'all can't get nothing off the ground. This is what I'm talking about. Do not allow these people to try to make this the new norm. We ain't going to let it happen. I know that for certain. We're not going to allow these individuals to just come around and say, well, hey, guess what we're going to do? We're going to flip the script and we're going to make all of this about all of us. Hell no. Hell no. Where in the world can you show up with melanin and think that you can insert yourself in somebody else's, not just reparations claim? This man is trying to insert himself into our politics. Family, isn't that an act of aggression? Fam, where in the world can somebody from another country insert themselves into our domestic politics? That wouldn't be allowed nowhere. Nowhere, y'all. That would never be allowed. Do you see why we delineated? Do you see why I tell everybody how delineation saved the world, fam? Delineation was perfect. And this is why we delineate even stronger, fam. They are inserting themselves in our reparations claim, and then they're trying to turn around and insert themselves just in our day-to-day basic life. You can't speak for Black people. Because everybody in Ghana, they don't even say they Black in the first damn place. And at the end of the day, that's a different country, a different lineage. We're not going to play this game where melanin is all created equal. No, 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 no. Hell no. We ain't playing none of that because it ain't created equal. It's foundational Black Americans over here and everybody else wherever the hell they want to be. But I promise you, wherever the hell they are, ain't our house. This is our house, family. And we're going to represent it to the maximum. This is why they don't like the energy that we got. We out here really pushing the line. Let me tell you, we can show you all the ops, fam. But I ain't one of them people going to show you the ops and just be like, man, it's so messed up. These ops are so mean to us. I'm going to show you some real results, some real facts, and how we going to shut all of that down. We going to shut these people down the right way, the only way. Do y'all know right after all of that happened, do y'all know that the Ghanaian president, do y'all know he was out there, I want to say, was it Philadelphia? And do y'all know they was giving this dude awards and everything and trying to give him some type of like damn trophy? They brought this man over like on a red carpet. Y'all ain't lying. I ain't lying, fam. They literally was over there trying to give this guy some type of kudos, some type of bigging him up like he's some type of hero. Whenever you see them trying to run that game, you already know that they asses is up to the same foul play. And we ain't going for none of that foul play. Foundational Black Americans is standing on foundational Black American business, and that foundational Black American business will not be denied. Let me show y'all something right here as well. The brothers and sisters in the streets, we ain't going for none of that. Brothers and sisters in the streets, we doing what we do best, fam. Shutting it down. Watch this.
You who have been keeping up with the recent declaration of slavery being considered a crime against humanity brought by Ghana's president, John Mahama. The votes are in, and 123 nations voted in favor to recognize slavery as a crime against humanity. 3 voted against, and 52 voted to abstain. Now, out of those 3, the US and the EU decided to vote no, of course. Now, funny enough, when it was the United States' turn to give their vote, the representative said that Trump actually has done.
You're not going to put this on the United States, okay? That's one thing. Second of all, you're definitely not going to put this on Trump. Y'all been super disrespectful for way too long. There was no reason for you to take your funny looking ass down there and lay any kind of wreaths on the ancestors. There was no reason, because those are not your people. Secondly, if they were, that means your people sold them to slavery. It's really weird that you're at the UN telling them to classify slavery as a crime against humanity, right? And then you're asking for reparations for all of those of African descent. But you still have slavery going on in your own damn country. This is one of the reasons why I am so for Black Americans getting back into hoodoo. Because yes, we have Christians here, but I need you all to understand. Our people was doing hoodoo before they became Christians. And it wasn't the hoodoo that you all think when it comes to witchcraft and you killing people and you sacrificing animals. No, it literally used natural things in order for them to protect themselves, to make themselves better, so much so that even the slave masters were going to medicine women and medicine men and conjure women and conjure men in order for them to heal ailments that they weren't able to get rid of. You all look at hoodoo as this thing that is just evil and demonic, and it's not. You can even Google it, it'll tell you that it's not witchcraft. But Black Americans may need to tap back into that bag if it's a part of your ancestry. If it's not, then of course leave it alone. It's one of the reasons why I'm glad that Trump is trying to leave the UN, because they really don't have our backs like that. But truth be told, if you're trying to get reparations, don't expect to get it from America.
Let me tell y'all this right here. They will never try this on foundational Black Americans, and I'm going to tell you why. Let me tell y'all why, family. You notice the Democrats love with a passion the UN? You think it's a coincidence that the party that's always trying to connect us to everybody else, the party that's always trying to connect us to this, that, and the other thing, is the one that loves the UN so much? Because the UN, they're going to try to use now to facilitate that, because the Democratic domestic tethers, they can't get nothing off the ground. So they say, well, you know, let's try this right here. Let's go ahead and use the UN. The UN can now be where they try to facilitate all of this against foundational Black Americans. But guess what? We'll shut them down as well. Let me tell you, fam. I know people be like, Black Alpha, he be so damn confident all the damn time. Yup. Black Alpha, he always standing on business. Yup. Black Alpha feels that foundational Black Americans can't lose. Yup. Said it, meant it, will say it again. None of that is going to work on us. Because guess what? The slave trader, the slave master, the UN, the slave quota, we'll shut all of that down just because we said so. That's how beautiful it is, fam. Foundational Black Americans, we in here. Let me show y'all this right here. I'm not lying. They was trying to prop this dude up big time, y'all. Look at this. This dude was making all types of little rounds, man. Look at this. This man went out there. He was down there, fam, at the World Affairs Council in Philadelphia. And he was getting awards for international statesperson. Oh, fam, this is all the big play. Watch this.
Presenting a Philadelphia FIFA World Cup star.
Wow. Wow.
It doesn't say England on it, so you can wear it. And we have a Philadelphia World Cup signature football that we'd love to present to you as well, Your Excellency.
In Philadelphia, Your Excellency, what the hell he done did for Ghana? Nothing.
So nice.
I ain't done. Look at this even further, family. Look at this. Guess who was at the crop, fam? Watch this. I'm not lying, fam. Watch this. Dude been everywhere. Dude been everywhere, fam. Talking about Ghana in America. Talking about Ghana everywhere.
All our agricultural exports, especially cocoa. The recent incident with cocoa, with the prices plummeting, and you see all the
the cocoa prices plummeted. I want y'all to remember this now, because like everything, I got a remedy for that.
Videos of Mahama with the car.
Okay, hold on. Look who came out to support him, y'all. Watch this right here. Fam, y'all know this. Wow. Michael Blackstone. Yes. He was out there giving, look at them empty seats. Fam, how you getting empty seats like that, but you getting awards and trophies? Yeah, Mr. African comedian, Mr. Trash comedian. He out there. Watch.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, when we all stand up, let's all stand up. And welcome His Excellency himself, President of the Republic of Ghana, my Excellency himself, John Mahama.
Look at that right there, fam. That was the wackest place on the planet to be on that damn day. Hey, your ass ain't getting nothing from me. How about that one? There they go. Bam. Shows you what we talking about. These people trying to hijack foundational Black American reparations, reject. These people trying to hijack foundational Black American ancestors, reject. These people trying to steal from us, reject. Everything that they doing is failing real fast, and everything that they doing just ain't going to succeed. Why? It's because we ain't going to allow it. Family, it's all up to us. This is what it is. The movement is going, the movement is pushing, and we are all a part of it. I told y'all, we the chosen ones, fam. It's going to be us. We going to take this regulating to a whole nother level, family. We going to take this regulating to a whole nother platform. FBA certified Black society. I'm talking about the grassroots. We shutting everything down. You name them, fam. Go ahead, pick the person. You want to talk about the diaspora? Shut it down. Y'all want to talk about the UN? Shut it down. You want to talk about them dusty, musty, and always rusty ass tethers? Shut them down. Anybody from anywhere who don't like foundational Black Americans gonna get all the damn smoke. And I know they watching right now. I know they listening right now because, you know, they listen everywhere the number one activist goes. So since you listening, let me go ahead and tell you. Foundational Black Americans in the grassroots, we're going to continue to dominate. Foundational Black Americans in the grassroots, we're going to continue to shine. And foundational Black Americans in the grassroots, we're going to continue to get this money. And the money that is ours, that rightfully belongs to us based on our ancestors putting in work, will be in our pockets. And you just going to be a pocket watcher. And a pocket watcher can't do nothing to a certified foundational Black American. So I'm promising y'all on every single thing that I love, we, as certified Black society, gonna step it up. And let Black Alpha tell you something. I showed you all of that. I showed you everything. I showed y'all everything that they talking about and everything that they speaking on. But one thing about me that separates me from everybody else, you're gonna have a lot of people say, look at these tethers coming over here. These damn tethers are so bad. I hate them. What you doing about it? Well, I'm gonna make a Twitter space. That ain't good enough for Black Alpha. I don't like these damn tethers. They so evil. They want our money. What you gonna do about it? I'm about to go get on TikTok live. That ain't good enough for Black Alpha. I promised everybody that I was the number one activist and I was always gonna ride for everybody. I told y'all that I'm gonna always provide solutions. When that popped off in New York this week, I said, let me holler at my brothers and sisters out there. Let's go there. When that situation popped up in Carolina, I personally went there. When the hate crime popped off, I personally went there. I'm telling y'all now, on my daddy, I'm telling you right now, I will always ride for the foundational Black American lineage, heritage, and culture. And I will stand up in the face of anybody who got problems with the future of us, because the future belongs to us. And when I tell y'all that we got plans and we got strategies and we going to make this thing go, and I tell y'all I'm your foundational Black American brother, fam, it's time for us to put some real results on the table, and let's put some real smoke for these people out there in the atmosphere. What we going to do now, y'all? We're going to take that all the way up here, and we're going to provide opportunities. A lot of them folk going to talk about it. Black Alpha going to be about it. Family, I want to introduce y'all and bring a wonderful, phenomenal, I'm talking about legend. He ain't gonna call himself a legend, but I'm gonna call him a legend to the stage. And we gonna break down all us. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Now y'all gonna settle a little dispute that I got over here in my house, because I got some people in my house that want to disagree with me on this conversation. And y'all know what this conversation is. If you were in a roasting contest and you was getting roasted, family, you was getting roasted by some tethers. Of course, you can handle the tethers by yourself, but let's just say you was getting roasted by some tethers. And you could call 2 different people up. This is how we do on the Black Alpha Network. We're going to go live. We're going to break everything down. We're going to have Dr. Short go in and speak what he speak. And then we're going to come back around. If y'all was getting roasted by 2 tethers and you could call up 2 people to come help you, I need y'all to tell me who would they be. And those right there are the people on the screen. And y'all better give me some real damn answers, because it's on and popping, family. So I want to know what it is and what it do. And it better be good. You got 2 choices. Bernie Mac. Then you have Cat Williams. Then you have Dave Chappelle. Let's go there, family. We're going to go to Robin Harris. We're going to go to Martin Lawrence. And we're going to go to Paul Mooney. And y'all need somebody to help y'all roast these individuals. And I need to know. Boy, everybody says Bernie Mac, boy. Bernie Mac and Cat. Okay, I need something different, though, fam. Because that's what everybody be saying. Yep, Tariq will be real good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Paul Mooney. I see you, Iron Will. Paul Mooney, Bernie Mac. Yep, there they go. Let's see who we got. We're going to find out what this is really hitting for. Much love and respect. Paul Mooney ain't no joke, man. Paul Mooney ain't no joke. Robin Harris, see? Hey, people be forgetting. Robin Harris has some stuff. Oh, this is good. Hold on. F that. We're about to do a poll. We're going to get an answer to this, fam. We're going to get a poll up in here. We're going to get a poll because it's Friday night. I have a job and things to do, but we're going to do this job right now. Let's get this poll going, because I need to know what y'all feeling and how y'all feel about it. Hold on. Here we go. Let's get this poll. There we go in the chat. Boom. Let's get this poll popping. Okay, who else y'all got? Bernie. So Natural said, Bernie is, because Bernie don't play now. We love us some Bernie up in here. We love Bernie. Let's go. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's see. We going to get a effing poll. I forgot how to do these polls, y'all. Y'all bear with your boy. Y'all bear with me, because we about to get this going good. Top fans. Boom. Oh, there we go. Okay. Unpin. Here we go. We about to get it. Paul Mooney, Dave Chappelle. Mind you, this is roast. Fam, would Dave Chappelle be good for a roast? Or is this Dave Chappelle just funny? You know what I'm saying? If we roasted, is Dave really gonna go there? You know what I'm saying? I need to know. Y'all got to work with your boy on that one. Because I like Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle funny as you know what. But I'm like, I don't know if Dave Chappelle would be good for a roast or not. You know what I'm saying? Cat Williams gonna make them tellers cry. Boy, they be calling us names now. You know they really would then. Somebody said Red Fox. Y'all, the black folks, they added Red Fox. Red Fox, Eddie Murphy. Hey, if I'm just adding everybody, fam, then it's anybody. Just pick any person ever on the history of the earth. Yeah, somebody said Dave. Yeah. No, Eddie Murphy. Okay. There we go. Cat Williams. Yeah. Damn, I am trying to get this poll going. We're going to get this poll. I see who y'all got. Okay. Dave. Dave, you say just funny. You don't know if he can roast. Okay. Yeah, Paul Mooney be going in. I love Paul Mooney. Y'all better check out. People be sleeping on Paul Mooney. People be sleeping. Don't sleep on Paul Mooney. No. Don't sleep on Paul Mooney. Don't sleep on Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney, yeah, he's something special. Richard Pryor. Yeah, Richard Pryor. Yep, Richard Pryor go. Yeah, Richard Pryor roast them. They know what it is. They know. They'll give you that 70s stuff. Yep, they'll give you that. They'll give you that 70s. Add the icon at the bottom of the chat. We ain't gonna do no poll because that's taking too damn long. We're gonna make our own poll up in here, family. Okay, I see. Boom, Paul Moon. Michael Blackson. He gonna roast himself every time we look at him. Monique would be good while people playing. Monique really would be good. Monique would be good. My brother Church. I see you, Church. Red Fox. Yep, absolutely. Mike Epps. Yep, Mike Epps would be pretty good. Eddie Murray. Okay, yep. Y'all riding. Yep, there you go. Damn, y'all, that's a good one. I didn't even think about that. Oh, there we go. That's how we do the damn poll. There we go. Not on the phone. I got y'all. We gonna get this one straight up. That would be amazing right there, family. That would be amazing. Give me straight up though. I see y'all saying Bernie. What I'm mostly seeing is Bernie and Cat Williams. See, over here around my way, people be having back and forths about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing a lot of different answers. So I was like, I'm gonna ask the family tonight. Y'all gonna be the final one. Wait till I put this poll up. I'm gonna put this poll up, fam. We're gonna really get to the bottom line. Yes, the hell we are. We're gonna get some answers up in here today. We're gonna get some answers up in here. Let's go. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Now we go. Now we about to get the poll popping. Here we are. I need to have everybody participate because we gonna go ahead and get to. I got a bet. Black Alpha, I'll be pretty good. I think so. I can't compete with them though, man. I can't compete. I wish I could. I wish I could. There we go. Start a poll. There we go. Here we go. All right. So let's get Bernie. There we go. There we are. Yeah, I would love, man. People, man. Rest in peace to Bernie Mac. Y'all know how I go. Rest in peace to Bernie Mac. That one hurt, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That one hurt. There we go. Cat. Add option. Well, there we go. There we go. I'm just putting first names, but we're gonna get it. Dave. Hold on now. Give me more options. No, I don't want 3. I want more than 3. Oh, they not giving me enough, fam. They only giving me 4 options. No, 4 ain't good enough. Okay, the top 4. We'll say Bernie, Cat, Dave. Okay. And nobody even said Martin, so Martin ain't gonna make it. Okay, it'd be Paul. Okay, no. I gotta put Paul in there. They only giving me 4 options, fam. So we're gonna pick 4. We're gonna go from Dave, Cat Williams, Bernie Mac, Paul Mooney. That's what we're gonna go. There we go, right there. Roast. There we go. Who you pick? There we go. Boom. And we are off. Let's go. There we go, fam. Y'all let me know. There we go. Started off good. It is on. Martin, he ain't gonna get it. I love Robin Harris, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna go, damn, y'all like enough for Bernie. It ain't even close. Hold on. Show the damn hopo. Damn. I'm gonna do this for like 5-10 minutes. No, after that, we're gonna do like 10-15 minutes. We'll get this popping. Look at that. Bernie, all the way. See, I'm being honest with you, fam. You gonna get that old school. Somebody said natural and alpha. That'd be a good one, wouldn't it? That'd be that regulated stuff. They know what it is. Yeah. Shout out to my brother Tariq. Tariq be roasting him, boy. I be over here laughing. Tariq was roasting somebody the other night. I was in here laughing crazy. There we go. Yep. Paul Mooney. Okay. Oh, this one. Oh, no. Bernie's winning, but it's getting real. Damn, Bernie. Okay, Bernie and Cat right now. Nobody's picking Dave. Dave is at 4%, y'all. Y'all got Dave at 4%? Y'all gonna do Dave like that? Damn. Yeah, Bernie gonna win. Yeah, Bernie gonna. You know, it's funny because I could add everybody up. Oh, Eddie Griffin to be good too. Yeah, Robin Harris was the king, man. I love me some Robin Harris, man. He was super good. Yeah, okay, I will. I'll add it to the community post. Yep, we'll do this one now, and then tomorrow I'll drop it again. Somebody said Roland Martin. Roland be mad, boy. Roland be pissed off. Yep. Yeah, Cat, man. I can only admit. Y'all remember when Cat Williams roasted that Mexican dude? Hilarious. The other people ain't got none of this, fam. They ain't got none of this. They don't have that. They ain't got none of that. Honorable mention. Okay, yep. There we go. Another one. Yep. Somebody said Paul and Bernie. Okay, that's a good one. My sister said that. Absolutely. Yeah, Eddie Griffin would have been phenomenal. Eddie Griffin, man. That dude. I love him. Kansas City in the house. Shout out to Eddie Griffin. Shout out to Kansas City. Yeah, Paul Mooney was different though, because Paul Mooney would say things and you didn't know if he was playing because he could make that little joke, that little face. You know what I'm saying? Paul Mooney was something special. Yeah, Dave be doing it low. Dave good with them damn voices though, man. Dave be doing good with them voices. Shout out to the whole family, y'all. Shout out to the whole family. There they go. Someone's Afro Man. Yep. Damn. Okay, so right now what we hitting for, fam? We got Bernie is 48, Cat 21, Paul Mooney at 27. Dave is only at 4. We done had to leave out Martin. Shout out to Robin Harris though, because Robin Harris would have been high on this as well. Oh, wait a minute. Hold, Natural. You spoke to Paul Mooney? I didn't know that. I ain't even know that. Damn, I did not know that. I love Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney, when he passed, his people followed me, his legacy page. I was so happy. That was like my first big follow. I was happy with that one. I was happy. Yeah, Paul Mooney. Yeah, Paul Mooney's dangerous. Monique serious too, man. Monique ain't no game. Damn, see, I'm jealous of you, Natural. You don't talk to Paul Mooney. That's my dude right there. I love me some Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney, he the one. Hey, real talk. Paul Mooney was the first one talking about getting your wake up call. Straight up. Matter of fact, Paul Mooney's the one who came up with everybody want to be up, but don't nobody want to be up. That was Paul Mooney. That was all him. He's the first one that did that. Off rip. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, hold on. Yeah, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see something. It's my brother Church. Okay, Tank was roasting Tyrese. Hey, who won that last night? Who won? I know a lot of people didn't watch it, but I know a lot of people did. Who won that? Did Tank win or did Tyrese win? I didn't even know they had a battle. I didn't even know that, fam. On a little side note. Oh, Keenan Ivory Wayans. Good one. I love Keenan. Keenan dangerous. Who watched the Tank Tyrese, fam? I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the Tank Tyrese. I don't know what happened, fam. I don't know. I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see it. A lot of people didn't watch it. Some people did. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know. Yeah, the verse. Y'all said it was funny. Oh, I didn't even know. Y'all said Tank won. Tank. Okay. Tank. He was. So it's Tyrese. Okay. I'm going to have to check that. Is that still up? Because if that's up, I'm going to have to check that out. If that's still up. You said somebody said Tyrese got him. Okay. Back and forth. Okay. This is good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. I forgot to watch. I didn't even know. I see you, my brother Gene. I see you. Paul. Yeah, I love Paul Mooney. Tyrese. Okay. Money. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I didn't even know. I had no idea. Robin Harris, Jamie Foxx. Yep, Jamie's pretty funny. Yeah, I didn't even see it either. I did not see it. I wish I would have caught it. Charlie Murphy. Yeah, Charlie Murphy. Love Charlie Murphy. Love me some Charlie Murphy. Damon Wayne. Damon's dangerous, boy. I love Damon. Bernie all the way. Yeah, Bernie winning right now, fam. Bernie winning 47%, 48, going back and forth. He winning something serious. It's on Complex. Oh, okay, YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see that. Because yeah, we over here. A lot of people in my family, they like, yo, Cat. A lot of people say Bernie. I want to see what the family said. You know what I'm saying? And then the order after that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see who was winning over here on this side. Who was winning? Shout out to the team. Eddie Griffin. Yeah, Eddie Griffin be getting it. Eddie Griffin coming up a lot, man. Yeah, rest in peace to Charlie Murphy, man. Rest in peace to Charlie Murphy. Yes. Okay, we're gonna get right back to the poll. We're gonna chop it up for a minute, though. We're gonna get right back to the poll, family, in 1 second. Let me tell everybody this, though, fam. We're gonna bring it all the way back live, fam. First off, let me send a shout out to some of my brothers and sisters out there, man. First, shout out to my brother Dave Anderson, fam. All right, the Business Bully. Y'all check that out. Y'all make sure that y'all subscribe. I want to send a shout out while we in here cooking, because y'all know we're going to bring it all the way back live. I want to send a shout out to some of the brothers in the movement that's doing their thing. First off, let me send a shout out to my brother Dave Anderson, the Business Bully. I don't know if you guys have, if somebody can put him in the chat so y'all can subscribe to his channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother. I have Dave on here. Shout out to him. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to him. Much love and respect to him. My brother Church, make sure y'all subscribe to my brother Church. Black Truth, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to him as well. My brother Ant CEO, much respect, certified salute. Y'all subscribe to him as well. Make sure y'all subscribe to some of the other brothers in the movement, you know what I'm saying? And all just different variations, man. A lot of brothers and sisters just do a lot of different things, and we well-rounded, you know what I'm saying? But make sure y'all subscribe to them. Shout out to them brothers, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to see everybody grow. I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody get paid. All of that stuff. But y'all make sure y'all subscribe to them brothers right there. Don't forget my brother Black Truth. I think I said it already, but shout out to them. But make sure y'all subscribe to my brother Dave too, man. That's a solid brother, man. Much respect to him. Subscribe to them. My brother Church be cooking. I was tapped into you last night, Church. Was it last night, night before, brother? I was listening to you full all the way live, brother. Doing that work. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and Melrose Radio. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to him as well. I want to see all of the brothers get it, man, from all different areas, man. We got the older folks. We got the folks like myself in the middle. Then we got the younger brothers and sisters, and everybody is intelligent as hell. Everybody's grown. Everybody dropping facts, man. I love it. So much love and respect to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I want all of them brothers to do well, as well as the sisters. I just want to see everybody win. So, because this is a foundational Black American thing. Shout out to Church. You know you be on it, fam. I have my brother Church come on here. Oh, by the way, man, y'all go to certifiedhunted.com and y'all make sure y'all tap in with Black Alpha, fam. We about to take over all of that, y'all. We about to take it really on, fam. Y'all go get y'all a shirt, go get y'all a hoodie. Certified 100, fam. Certified 100. Y'all make sure y'all get it, fam. We're going to do it real good. Real good. Make sure y'all follow that, fam. We in here heavy. Let's go back to our poll so we can find out who's winning up in here before we close all of this down. I think it's Melrose. I don't know Melrose, his page. I don't know the name of it, man, but I think it's Melrose Radio. But shout out to him. A lot of people have subscribed to him. Good, solid brother, man. Much respect to him. Make sure I want to see everybody because, fam, that's what it's all about. I want to have everybody different. Like my brother Church be cooking. You know what I'm saying? My brother Dave. Shout out to Dr. Randy Short. We got to have it all, fam. Fam, when you sit down and you talking to your aunts and your uncles and everybody, speaking of energy, you let them go. You let them go. You let them talk what they got to talk, fam. I seen people in here. No, we rocking. We rocking, fam. Everybody got a different view. Everybody got a different opinion. And me, I sit back and I let everybody rock. I talk enough, fam. So I like to hear all the different opinions and everybody's different aspects, y'all. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? It's all about that. You got to let everybody who's a foundational Black American who don't put in work in these streets go. You ain't got to agree with everything everybody say because I don't agree with everything people say. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good if it's coming from a place that's certified and it's coming from a place that's real. So shout out to everybody. Everybody speak. That's why I want to mention everybody. Everybody's got a different perspective and a different angle. Mature with that stuff. Mature with it, okay? You got to be real with it so everybody knows the time it is. Uh-huh. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Yep. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, we in here. Uh-huh. There we go. Boom. Yeah. Okay. So Melrose, we got Melrose in there. All right. Shout out to my brother Melrose, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to these brothers, man, so we can have so many new voices and so many new people out there that are really cooking. You know, I'm not going to sit here and talk about, you know, dominating the ratings and being number one. I'm not going to talk about that without shining light to everybody else who's out there. I want everybody else. Chase McGee, shout out to him. He's in Hidden Colors. Shout out to him, man. Much respect. I haven't spoke to that brother before, but I respect that brother. So if you're listening, family, I respect you, brother. Keep doing your thing, fam. Keep doing your thing. I like seeing people shine, man. Much respect to him. But yeah, we'll big each other up, man. We build each other up so everybody can be real good and strong, and we can all catch each other, you know, information and different viewpoints and all of that, fam, and as well as the sisters too, as well as the sisters. You feel me? I want all the sisters to shine and all the brothers to shine. I want everybody to shine. We stronger together, y'all. Remember that. We stronger together. We all stronger together. That's the most beautiful thing. You feel me? All right, so let me get back to our poll though, because we're gonna get to this right here. Here we go. A lot of people have been putting in work for a long time, man. Everybody gonna shine. Everybody gonna get their chance to shine, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving the energy, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. It's my brother Dave Anderson. Make sure y'all subscribe to him. My brother Ant CEO. Make sure y'all subscribe to that brother. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother Church, Black Truth United, Melrose. These are brothers I know as well as anybody else y'all like that really be cooking. Shout out to Chase and everybody, man. Much love and respect. You know how I go. I don't be hating on nobody, man. You know, there's a lot of haters, man. You know what I'm saying? But we out here, we doing real good. We doing real good. All right. Since we doing so damn good, let's check this out, fam. Here we go. This right here is what I'm talking about. We gonna get to it. With the end of the poll, fam, we have a clear winner, and it is, of course, Bernie Mac, y'all. There they go, fam. Bernie Mac, 49%. Paul Mooney, 25. Oh, Paul Mooney passed Cat. Oh, damn. I didn't even see that. The Paul Mooney fans came in late. The Paul Mooney fans came in late, fam. There we go. Shout out to the team. Paul Mooney. Okay, so the family has spoken. The family has spoken, family. So it goes Bernie Mac, and then it's Paul Mooney, and then Cat Williams. I didn't expect that. I turned for 2 seconds, came back, and bam, there it goes. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't mad at that at all. Damn, the Paul Mooney fans came with it. Damn, we're gonna always do this, fam. We're gonna always turn up. We're gonna have different vibes and energies. You're gonna go on the whole goddamn roller coaster, fam. You're gonna go on the whole one. We're gonna be out here shining. We're gonna really represent it. Shout out to the team. Shout out to everybody. That's how we do it. Here we go. We're gonna really represent thoroughly, and we're gonna really stand together thoroughly all day. Damn, so you are in a roast and you got two people that can ride with you. You bring in Bernie Mac and Paul Mooney, what the people is, decided on, even though others may have others, you know what I'm saying? But those are the main ones that everybody really on with it right now. And then I would be remiss if I didn't do this right here, family. You know what I'm saying? Because my eyes see everything and I hear everything. So let me go ahead while we are in here right now and let me send a special birthday shout out to our great sister. You know what I'm saying? Nisi, I see you in the building, in the place. This is for you, beloved.
1, 2, 3. I want to say happy birthday to you. I wanna say happy birthday. Yeah, I wanna say happy birthday to you. I wanna say happy birthday to you. Yeah, close your eyes and make that wish, think about it. And blow out your candle, close your eyes and make that wish, think about it. Hey, blow out your candle, close your eyes and make that wish, think about it. And blow out your candle, close your eyes and make that wish. Let's go. 1, hey, 2, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Happy birthday, all good sister. You already know what it is, man. Real family over here, y'all. Real family. How many other birthdays we got coming up? We got any more birthdays? Because I don't mind playing that song again. I love that song. If there's any more birthdays, fam, y'all let me know. But happy birthday to our sister, man. Happy birthday to all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful time, fam. We are embarking on a new era, you know what I'm saying? And in a different time frame, fam, but we moving together. So if there are any other birthdays, March is coming to a closure. Shout out to y'all. I think every first of the month, we're going to play that for the fam, y'all. So everybody can get their piece. But much, much respect to our sister. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Much, much love. Okay, we April 8th, April 7th coming up. Okay, we about to play it again then. Shit, y'all get ready. Here we go. We about to remix. We about to double up and bring it back. April 11th. Oh, we got the April babies in here. Hold on, let's go.
1, 2, 3. I want to say happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to you. Yeah, I want to say happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to you. Yeah, close your eyes and make that wish, think about it. And blow out your candle, close your eyes and make that wish, think about it. Hey, blow out your candle, close your eyes and make that wish, think about it. And blow out your candle, close your eyes and make that wish. Let's go. 1, hey, 2, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Much love and respect. Much love and respect to the whole damn family, y'all. Much love and respect. I see y'all. Much love, man. Happy birthday. Your son's birthday was just on the 6th. Happy birthday to him. I see someone else said March 30th. Much love and respect. I seen all through April. I see Natural in here on the 24th. Much love and respect. April 4th. I see all of you guys. Much love and respect, family. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know we're going to celebrate up in here, y'all. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to celebrate to the maximum, to the fullest, fam. Shout out. Yeah, shout out to everybody. July 26th, we're going to get to you. We're going to get to you, fam, because you're right around the corner from mine. So we're going to rock with that. But right now, all my March babies, the ones that just passed this month, the ones that's coming up this month, all the April babies, you know what I'm saying, is coming up. Much respect. It's all love over here, fam. It's a beautiful time. There's a lot of spring babies, man. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful. You grow with it. You know what I'm saying? You grow with it. So happy birthday to everybody. Happy birthday to the whole family. All my foundational Black Americans. You know what, though? You just taking these damn rotations, but you're doing it as a winner. You know what I'm saying? You're doing it as a winner, not a loser. You're doing it as someone who is exceptional. You know what I mean? The exception to the rule. So that's a beautiful thing, fam. And it's just another year of greatness behind you. And it's another year of greatness and beyond in front of you. So shout out to everybody. I see April 21st in the house. Shout out. Shout out to you, my sister Natural, your father. You already know, our connection with that one. Much respect. Shout out to your mother-in-law, Zoe. Much respect. Happy birthday to all my certifieds. You already know what it is. Much love and respect. Again, Nisi, happy birthday. Much love and respect. You my mother's age, by the way. And my mother's a March baby. So shout out to both of y'all. Much love and respect. Everybody. Oh, your daughter. March 17th. Oh, she says thanks so much. Love and respect. Much love, man. It's all about peace and love, family. It's all about being good. And it's all about showing respect and just loving each other, fam, and always holding each other down. Because throughout everything, the love and things is what's creating this difference in our generation, in our community, in our era. We all stick together, fam. So it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ohio State Buckeyes. You already know. 2026, we bringing it home. Shout out to Jeremiah Smith. You a Buckeye, you know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the whole Ohio State family, man. Shout out to the whole FBA family. It's all love. We got a lot of haters, man, but can't nobody rock with us, man. We better than everybody. We better. Shout out to your kids. April 22nd. Much love and respect. This is what we do, man. We put it out in the atmosphere. Don't nobody else do it like we do it, fam. Nah, no. Get behind everybody, man. Support everybody that you like, everybody that you love, whether you agree with everything or not, man. Just make sure you get behind them, though. You know what I'm saying? And give everybody an opportunity to shine, because that's the most beautiful thing about foundational Black Americans. So what did we do here, fam? We done got rid of all of these ops. Checkmated them. I already exposed y'all all that. Dr. Randy Short gave us a lot of good game about how we can boycott these people, some of the dirt they got going on, get them all out of here, fam. And then we just all stand on business, because at the end of the day, it's still going to be foundational Black Americans, number one, standing in our own space, not pivoting off of nothing and being right here. That's what it's all about, fam. And then we're going to continue to celebrate. But guess what, fam? We got birthdays. Our birthdays are not all just January 1st. We got birth certificates. Damn. So they don't have birth certificates. So if we got birth certificates, that means we certified. And if we certified, that means we Black Americans. And if we Black Americans, like I told y'all, that means that we are Black American made, fam. And that's how we always win. So the spring is here. And next time I talk to y'all, it's going to be even more here. And this is going to be our time, and we're going to continue to win. So shout out to all of y'all. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant. Y'all have a great weekend, fam. We got some work for y'all on Sunday. I told everybody I wanted to bring in a lot of different folks so we could chop it on up and chop that game, man. Much love. RIP to your people. Much love and respect. Shout out to my April 10th, man. We in here deep. Everybody going. Shout out to the whole team, fam. But I want y'all to love on each other. I want y'all to stay good, stay safe, stay vigilant. And y'all know I'm going to always come up with some solutions, and we're going to always break it down, and we're going to always win, family. So with that said, y'all, much love and respect from Black Alpha Network. Another classic on deck. And appreciate all the new people, all the new riders, man. Welcome to the Certified family, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit up certified100.com, man, because we're going to take the streets over, fam. They want to look like us any goddamn way. So peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. And always remember, no matter where you are, no matter what you do, no matter where you at, that Black is beautiful, and beautiful is always Black. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Regulate.
Everybody knows that all the people don't have liberties, all the people don't have freedom, all the people don't have justice, and all the people don't have power, so that means none of us do.